Bitch, I'm about to blow up. Say what? Bitch, I'm about to blow up.
What's happening, guys? Silent Mike, Super Training Gym, Mark Bell's Powercast here, answering more of your questions on Instagram. If you guys did not know, most of the time I just read these things, fire them off. I do not read them beforehand. I have skimmed through them though, and we finally got some good questions. Finally, Instagram is stepping up their game. I think we got maybe 200 plus questions in about an hour. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Here we go. First question is, why do you look like the old Mark Bell? I don't know if he means like Mark Bell when he's 60, or if I look like Mark Bell when he was younger, meaning older in time. Either way, I guess it's a compliment. Mark's pretty jacked. But I do think I'm a little bit more handsome, so I don't know where you're seeing that, but whatever, mine. What were your numbers when you first started out? When I first started like lifting, I have no idea. I probably benched like 90 pounds or something. When I first started powerlifting, like a little more serious, I think I probably deadlifted like 315 or 275 and squatted 185 or something. I benched 275 in high school. It was ugly as shit, but it went up. What's your thoughts on eating, trying to eat clean? Whoa. What's your thoughts on trying to get big and strong by eating clean? It's going to depend on like your metabolism and what your definition of clean is. It is possible if you're meaning, you know, meats and rice and this and that. But if your metabolism kicking, if you're a hard gainer, if you need more calories to gain weight, you may need to eat some quote-unquote junk food, some more calorie-dense food, just to get in calories to gain weight. That's it. How wide should the grip be on the bench press? That's going to be very individual. If you can arch a little bit better, sometimes a little bit wider grip. If you're a little bit thicker through the middle, a little bit more flat back, bigger arms, then you might be able to get away with a little bit closer grip. How to recover from a low back injury? That'll depend on the low back injury, obviously. One of the worst things you could do is just sit down all day. That's just going to lock everything up. So try to move, kind of focus on what you can do, ignore what hurts and what you cannot do, and then just slowly start to rehab. A machine called the Reverse Hyper by Louis Simmons is a great machine for some rehab stuff. And then obviously a chiropractor, physical therapist, depending on how bad your injury actually is. What do we got? What's your favorite comedy movie, and how much did you bench at 20 years old? When I was 20, I might have benched, I don't know, 295 or something. Not really sure. That's just about when I quit playing basketball. And my favorite comedy, I don't know, it had to be like Old School or like Wedding Crashers. Shit like that. Anchorman's pretty funny. I like Will Smith a lot. Some of the Bad Boys movies, even though they're kind of like action comedy, I like those movies a lot too. From my boys over at RPS Strength, Renaissance Periodization, if you guys don't know, check them out. They asked, how did I get so handsome? And I don't know. It's just a gift, I guess. It's all I got going for me, so I'm going to try to push it out there to the world. Someone wants to know if they live in Sacramento, can they stop by the gym to buy some shit? We do have a store at Super Training. I think it's open from like 10 to 1 every day. Go check it out. My boy Filipino Thunder, Marcus, is there running the show, and he'll help you get geared up. We have pretty much all our stuff there. Someone asked, what size shirt do you wear, and do I get them tailored? Most of my stuff's like t-shirts, and the majority of them's large, or actually I'm lying, it's actually a medium, just to make me look large. Wear a medium to look large. But in terms of like dress shirts, I don't really know my size. I obviously have some, but they are better when they're like custom and tailored, just because my arms pretty short. Shoulders are broader than average. Not that I'm huge or anything, but they're a little bit broader than average. My neck's a little bit bigger than average, and I'm short and stumpy. Just how it goes. What's the best accessory for yanking the turkey? Now we've come to the question, my friends. The best accessory for yanking the turkey is not an accessory at all. It's just the capability of switch hitting. If you don't go both ways, you're in the D League, bro. It's 2015. If you're trying to yank your turkey optimally, trying to make it to the big leagues, trying to be that MVP, you need to yank both ways, my friend. 5-3-1, an effective method to build the main lifts. Yeah, Wendler's 5-3-1 is a great program to build some strength, to build some size, and you kind of customize it with the accessories. It's a great program. Some of these questions are so long, I'm just going to ignore them. They're like fucking mini essays. What kind of car do I drive? Right now I drive like a Subaru Legacy, whatever, 3.6R, the fast one. It's fine. It's a sedan. It was my dad's, so I just drive it for now. How do you increase grip strength of the deadlifts? Simply put, you can just go double overhand, bada boom, as long as you can, and until the weights get a little heavier. Then you can go mixed grip. Also holding weights at the top, rack pulls, any kind of chin-ups, pull-ups, weighted pulling motions with no grip, or excuse me, no strap, and double overhand grip can help increase your grip a lot. If you're having tons of issue, then static holds, maybe out of some pins. When are you going to compete again, and what do you expect to total? I don't know if or when I'll compete again, but hopefully in the 16 or high 16s, mid 1600s would be the goal, but who knows. How long is the pause on a Spoto press? For those that don't know, a Spoto press is simply when you bring the bar down a couple inches off your chest, pause for a second, and fire it back up on the bench. You can pause no time. You can go just rep it out and not touch your chest, or you can pause 2 to 5 seconds. Kind of up to you. How much time do you usually spend training? At Super Training, we lift the main movements 4 times a week. In each session, would probably go, with no messing around, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes I'll hit my main lift, I'll chill out for a second, like drink some aminos or whatever, relax, and then go get my accessories. So sometimes it can get a little bit longer than that. And we're also spotting and loading for each other. There's probably 15 guys going, so that can add some time to the training session also. How do you get that nose so fucking big? That's absolutely hilarious, bro. Basically, I'm Italian, and that's just how we look. And I'm sorry your nose is so fucking small. How do you work into wraps when you're squatting? That's a great question. Typically, I'd recommend kind of a lighter, softer wrap. Wrap yourself maybe anywhere from 75 to 85% lightly. Hit some reps, maybe sets of 3 to 5, 2 to 3 sets. Add a little bit more weight. Tighten the wraps up a little bit more. And just work your way up that way. And then eventually you'll get used to them because they can throw your form off a little bit. And then you could be able to tighten them way down and start hitting, 95, 100% of your raw sleeved max. Hopefully for some reps, because reps do help. If I could only choose one, and it would be to be jacked or tan, what would it be? For those that don't know, jacked and tan is just like a saying that you're trying to lift heavy ass weight and look like you lift. But in a direct form of jacked or tan, I'd rather be jacked than tan, just because pale's coming back eventually. It was cool in the 1500s or whatever. I'm sure it's coming back. Do I incorporate direct trap work? I do not. I don't work my traps. I have done shrugs in the past or whatever. Rows hit your traps, so if you want to call that, or face pulls, that can hit your traps if you want to call that direct. But the only isolation trap work I really know is a shrug, and I don't do them. What is your favorite chest accessory movement? To build a chest, maybe dumbbell press or flies. To build a bigger bench, probably close grip or slingshot benching. I think that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Subscribe below if you liked it. Hit me with the like. Hit me with the share. More videos coming your way. Thanks.